Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday night, so you know what that means. We have just finished an episode of AEW Dynamite, and we are breaking it all down for you tonight with my lovely co-host, the Sheriff. I always get my sides mixed up. And then we have the most amazing newsman, minus Jericho, his blah, 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 Jericho. That's what I'm trying to be respectful here. Mad Dog Kelly, thank you for joining us tonight. How is everybody doing?
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, wow. I
So
don't
glad.
all jump in at once. I'm doing very great.
I'm doing
How
good.
are
I'm
you
doing
guys
good. How,
doing?
how about that Jericho, huh? You
How about
know,
that, Jer-
he can rock a man bun, unlike Adam Cole, just for the record,
Yeah.
okay? Jericho
Does
can
he
do
All
it.
right, I'll
Adam
give you that.
does he tickle your fancy?
More like, a little bit of the bubbly, you know what I mean? By the way, that's on his website if you want. So go purchase that. I've tried it
Not
before,
sponsored,
by the way.
way.
We should get sponsored. You know what? I can email him. I'll work on that.
You know what? You should.
Try to get him on the
You
show.
should, Mad Dog.
Right.
You need help, you let me know. All right, but you know what? Speaking of Jericho, has anyone followed the Jericho cruise line? Yeah, I figured you did.
Yeah.
That is like
Podcast, cruise
legit.
line. It
He
is.
Yeah.
makes
It
a
is
lot of money on
He's
legit.
that.
It
had
is.
he had Will Ospreay on there.
Yep.
He's had who was it that was just on there? Tony Storm was on
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've hosted actual like AEW shows on the cruise.
Yep. They
Oh,
do. Yeah. Yeah. They do. It's awesome. I want to do it one time. I hope I get to do it
If you
soon.
can endure listening to Fozzy music, I'm sure it'd be good.
You mean Foggy? They're called Foggy for the record, by the way. Not Fozzy. They're called Foggy apparently. So yeah.
ribbit.
Is that serious? Did they change their name?
No. Katie accidentally called them Foggy one time on
Oh.
our show.
Yeah, because I was foggy trying to listen to that.
It's all
But
foggy.
yep. No. All right, guys. Well, we have a great show tonight. It was actually pretty interesting. I don't know if that was just because I was fully entailed to everything that was going on.
Unfortunately, Cactus Katie, you're gonna have to take my role of justifying
That's
the
all right.
garbage on the show this week.
It's gonna be a hard job. It's AEW. But we start off the night with a promo, or not a promo, actually show, that they have been promoting all week, is what I'm trying to say. Hi, Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Yeah, that is the conversation.
Oh, sorry.
between-
What the hell is this?
You know what, Devin? Thanks
No
for joining.
idea.
That's all that matters. I don't care. You're here, and I appreciate you. And so we're talking MJF. MJF and Hangman. Hangman is amazing. MJF is an odd bird, and he doesn't care. I know.
Is that
come out of-
Minnie Maxwell? Minnie
It's
Maxwell?
Minnie Maxwell, Jacob Freeman.
There you go.
It is.
Did
And
you
you
leave
know
out the
why?
D in Friedman?
The D in Freeman?
Yeah, did you say Freeman or Friedman?
Friedman.
There you go.
Sorry. He'd yell at me right now. You know why he would say? You know what he would say? Mm-hmm.
Because my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and I'm better than you.
I mean, that's only fair. Thank you. Thank you so much. But you know what? Hangman had a lot to say tonight, and he was not putting up with his crap. And it was pretty intense. Very, very intense. Wouldn't you say, Mad Dog? What do you think about this?
Yeah, this is crazy because I always used to watch Hangman, when he was in the Indies and, coming up and then he came into AEW in New Japan, all that. He was not great at mic. He never was great at the mic. I think that's why he kept so quiet over the years. He's gotten way, way better. Hell, I think Roman Reigns, same thing. You could say he's gotten better too. But Hangman Page, he's this really interesting character. And honestly, I never liked him because it was just so much hype. Everyone was Cowboy. I don't want to say it PG show here, but he has his little catchphrase, and everybody. I didn't say it. I'm not going to. But anyway, like I said, he had his own catchphrase, and it caught on. And now, he's just unbelievably good on the mic. It's just like I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Else?
CM Punk came over there and taught this man lessons or whatnot, but
he
just
well, you know what? Also, Hangman is not bad on the eyes. Mm-hmm.
I love it, man. His promo. This might have been one of his best. I think
wasn't he on your list? Sure.
Good.
He was, yeah. He was in my top 5.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go. Listen, he cleans up nice. He's rocking a bit of a homeless look now, but he cleans up nice.
A little dirty, a little oily on the hair. But that's all right.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I wanted to say. Anyways, I loved this opening.
They did censor a lot tonight, Jeffrey.
Well, Hangman is one of my favorites, so I like this. But what's with the bioterrorism? Like, why is he spitting on people, MJF?
Well, apparently he just constantly is throwing gum into the crowd. So if you go to an AEW event and MJF's going to be there, make sure he doesn't come out chewing gum.
I'm suing you for all that money you're getting from Tony Khan.
Yeah,
that has happened.
Katie likes Kenny Omega's way here. You know what? I'm not a big fan of Kenny Omega, and I'm not going to say why, but just not my type. So,
I have a friend who really
Ospreay, right? Yeah.
I mean, Ospreay's not bad. He's also not my type. But
was Ospreay on my list? I don't remember. I think he was.
I don't remember that.
Actually, I think he was. Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad one on top of that list. So, yeah, we had extra security around the ring tonight. MJF was talking about how he won the diamond ring against Hangman many years ago. He talked about how Hangman only wants to be Christopher Daniels' BFF, mentor. He was that was the last straw for Hangman. He lost it at that point. He just went off on MJF, like MJF did to him. So it was only fair. But so it ended up being a huge brawl, not touching each other because that was the guidelines. But instead, there was other controversy with the who was it? Did someone come out with MJF, Mad Dog?
I don't remember. Wasn't it just security?
I don't remember either. It was just security, I think.
Are you talking about who basically broke them up?
Well, eventually Christopher Daniel came out and almost got hit by Hangman. And Hangman was so appalled that he almost hurt him. But
and there were a lot of fallen angel chants. Christopher Daniels was way over.
Yeah,
I think he came out after. Yeah,
he came out after. But I didn't know if someone came up with
was just security, I think. But
gotcha. Yeah. So you know what? But it brought us to a new match that was promoted tonight for Revolution, which is on March 9th, which is going to be MJF and Hangman. So could have called that one. We knew it was going to be on that card, but now it is official. So after that, we had the remarkable Renee talking to Roderick Strong about his upcoming match. We had O'Reilly on there, where Strong was calling O'Reilly out. And then we also had, who else was on there? Oh, Adam Cole with his man bun. Mad Dog. This is, yeah. Yeah, that man bun.
Oh my gosh.
Adam Cole's got some great looks, but that he can't pull off.
No. Only Jericho. Okay, maybe Copeland, but they're all older dudes. I mean, Or what?
Yeah.
Copeland's Kirk was also what, in his 50s. I mean, they could pull it off. That was the style back then when they wrestled.
Do any of you remember, like, what was his name? Josh the Yeti from Tough Enough? Didn't he have a man bun?
I think he did. I mean, look,
I think there's been a few man buns.
Brian Van Danielson pulled it off. You know, one of the greatest technical wrestlers in the world. And
Speaking of the man bun, there he is, the little man bun. Christopher Daniels.
Oh,
no, it's Brian Danielson.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was going to say Christopher
He's got his man bun.
I just said Brian Danielson. He
I know, that's why I pulled him out.
Certainly does not. My gosh.
No. So, yes, that was a moment to talk about. Strong calls out O'Reilly for being best friends with Orange Cassidy, because the main event tonight is Roderick Strong versus Orange Cassidy. O'Reilly got a little taken back by that comment and was like, oh no, we're all together. So, but you know what? I'll talk more about that when we get to the main event. Next, we had the Ops versus the Patriarch. This is Christopher Daniels, not Christopher Daniels.
Patriarchy, by the way. Patriarchy.
Yes.
Christian
Cage. With Christian Cage. And then we have Hook and Sabata. And who else was on that?
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. Yeah.
No, I guess okay.
Oh, and Nick Wayne on the Patriarchy.
Yeah, he's from the
Patriarchy.
Yes. So this is a lot of Hook.
And I think Wayne for the Patriarchy.
Yes.
Right.
So it must have been just the two of them.
And I believe Kill Switch or Luchasaurus, whatever they want to call him, I think he's still injured. So yeah.
He's hurt, yeah.
Okay, that's who I thought the third person was, but I wasn't sure.
Yep. No, you're right. Swords or Kill Switch, whatever they call him, whatever week it is. They always switch it.
Fair. Exactly. Well, this is a lot of Hook. Pulling off the moves, doing a lot of the work during this match. He was the one who ultimately threw Christian over the ring at one point during the match, and then also finished the match with Nick Wayne for the pin. So, it was a great match. I enjoyed it. What did you guys think?
Yep.
Oh. Somebody?
You said that though. He was just looking like.
I thought Sheriff was going first. My bad. Oh, this was really between Nick Wayne and Hook, and it really showed. I think it really did show. Between the two of them. I'm glad they gave it to the young guys because we've seen all the other guys before. We've seen Samoa Joe just take on everybody, right? I mean. It didn't really need to happen, but it did. I thought the moment at the end was kind of funny with Joe and Christian Cage. But yeah, this one really showed Nick Wayne and Hook, and I hope they do some sort of singles match down the line because that actually might be a little entertaining. They're both talented, so I would like to see it. So, but yeah, that was definitely, they were the standouts, and Samoa Joe. How can you just go against this guy, man? He's just awesome no matter what. And I like Christian Cage, I do, but I like Samoa Joe more. So, Do
you think we're ever going to see him relinquish the contract?
Who, Cage?
Cage.
He's waiting for the right, precise moment to strike. Now, will that be Jon Moxley? I don't know. Will that be Adam Copeland? Because Adam Copeland's got a match with Jon Moxley on March the 9th. I don't know. But the match I would like to see would be Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage. Now, will that happen? I don't think so. But if it does, sign me up for Double or Nothing. Maybe I'll be going out.
Which, Arizona, they made the big debut tonight.
Yeah. By the way,
big announcement.
Grandma out there, so stay with her.
There you go.
Yeah. She's out there.
All right. Well, next we had a lot of Renee tonight. I remember back in the day, the boys on here hated how much Renee was on those shows. and then she's kind of cut it back. Clearly, they must be watching our show. I'm honored.
Cut the
But
chick
I like
for
her. I like her. I like John Moxley. Speaking of John Moxley,
I'm
wearing
yeah.
his shirt tonight.
Well, I have a kind of John Moxley shirt. Well, my husband had the John Moxley shirt, but I have the John Moxley doll. One of my best friends here on our show are these little friends. They're doing great.
That's so.
Um, I know, I love it. I didn't know until I saw a promo from Comic-Con that Renee has a doll. Can you guys imagine? Renee has her own doll. I can't find it.
Oh, it
She
must
has
be worth a
one
lot of
with
money.
AEW.
It must be worth a lot of money. I bet you. I bet you it's one of those special ones you get from Comic Con. You know, they have those.
Only.
So
Yeah.
Comic-Con
probably like
exclusive.
$20. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You have to go to San Diego or New York to get one of those. I know. I've done it. I went to New York to grab some of the merch. I think it was a Mac
Well,
card.
maybe I'll have to look up some eBay. If anyone finds a Renee Paquette doll, shoot it our way,
I will be.
so I
I'll
can
look out
find
for
it.
that. Definitely want me to look out
Thank
for
you.
that. Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of Renee, she is talking with Jericho. Mad Dog, would you
Fact
like to
check.
take this?
Sorry, I would buy one of those.
Mad Dog, Jericho,
Yeah.
speaking with
What about
Miss
is he
Renee.
great?
Yes,
Isn't he
he
great?
had
That's
some
my guy.
harsh statements about AEW tonight. He
He
said
did.
there is no AEW without Jericho.
He's
He
not
has
wrong.
only been.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. Chris
Yep.
Jericho came into
Well,
this company.
as the story would
Right.
have it, what he was part of them getting their first TV deal.
Correct. In 2019, you were absolutely correct, Sheriff. That's right. In 2019, he was one of the first signees, thanks to our undisputed champion in WWE. Man, I can't believe I got to say this, Cody Rhodes, who used to be the EVP of AEW back in the day. They wanted to sign him and John Moxley, so they were a couple of the first of signees for All Elite Wrestling. John Moxley will lose to Jericho. I hope that happens. I think John Moxley might lose to Copeland in a couple weeks. We'll see. I don't know, but
Yeah, he's not going to lose to Jericho. That would be a disaster.
no, it would not actually. No, it would not be amazing. Amazing. Okay. So.
Well, all right. So
Yeah,
next
the
after
promo was great
Renee and
as
Jericho.
always. The promo was always fire. Always great to see Chris on our screen with the real ponytail and real man bun for the record. So take
Real
lessons
man.
out. Yeah, take lessons.
Well, next we have Powerhouse Hobbs and Big Bill. This was interesting. You could seriously see the transitions changing over this. Charmaine, I understand, but you're still my friend and you still support me. So love. But yes, no, Big Bill, Powerhouse Hobbs. This was a match of power. Okay? This was
Big
a
meaty
match
men
of power.
slapping meat.
What, Sheriff? What did you say?
Big meaty men slapping meat.
I know. You know, we're going to get to that in just a
Oh
second.
boy.
But
PG,
we
PG
saw,
here.
well, I mean, even Disney movies can imply things.
That's true.
And they were G.
True. That's very true.
Big Bill at one point calls out for backup during a commercial, by the way. And if you do this during a commercial, I think it is unplanned because they don't do anything during commercials, even though it's picture in picture. So I think they were trying to make this kind of funny, but it was just stupid. They called out Brian Keith to come help him move the stairs, which later you find out has a big part to do with this. Powerhouse Hobbs has his ups and downs. They both go from leading it to following it. And long story short, it was a great match. Big Bill got tossed into the stairs and then flipped into a table of barbed wire. Audrey was our ref tonight for this match, and she started a 10 count, and Big Bill was unable to remove himself from the barricade of barbed wire tables. So after 10, it was out. Yeah, Jeffrey, it was a good match. It wasn't bad. I didn't like that it was very much, you could see the artificial flagrancy in these matches, okay? Big Bill, because I don't know if it was meant to be restricted, because when Powerhouse Hobbs hit Big Bill, it was over exaggerated. Okay, which you're supposed to sell it, but sell it to an extent of it actually making sense, like it flowed. There was a break, um, and I think if he would have actually done a full strength Powerhouse Hobbs, Big Bill would be across the stadium. And I think that was the problem.
I think,
Why they had to artificially stimulate this.
I think they leaned a lot into, because to be honest, this was the
Yeah.
culmination of like a lot of like this blood feud has been going on for a while, and they've been teasing kind of this street fight style thing between them for a long time, and they've been like brawling and beat each other up. I actually liked this match. I do think that
It was a good match.
yeah, certain parts of it were like a little bit exaggerated, but I think
Exactly.
for the way they built it up, I thought that this was like a pretty good payoff, to be honest. And I actually believed like the animosity between them. I think they did a good job at selling it.
Mm-hmm.
And this wasn't like a wrestling match. This was very much a fight, like a street fight.
It was a street fight, and that's what it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm.
Especially for a blood feud like this. What say you, Mad Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys know, big fan of Big Bill and Brian Keith and Christian Cage. Not Christian Cage, Chris Jericho. Sorry about that. Learning tree. And Powerhouse Hobbs, man, he's been ever since I saw him live. And I'm gonna say this every week, and I'm gonna continue to say, ever since I saw him, he's grown on me. And at first, I didn't really like him. I didn't care. I was like, oh, another big, hunky guy who they just want to use, right? All of a sudden, I was like, and when I saw him live, I was like, no way, man. It is definitely not this. He's, strong as hell. He kind of reminds me kind of like a, modern day Mark Henry, right? Mark Henry was the big, strong guy, these big, like Big Show, same thing. These big, strong dudes who can just slam anybody down. And that's Powerhouse Hobbs. And ever since I saw him live, he's been incredible, and he was incredible tonight. I mean, even him bleeding, man. You saw him bleeding down his face. I know we're PG, but you have to mention a bit of the blood here. I mean, it's all their belt. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a great match. Absolutely. I want to see more Powerhouse Hobbs, please. Put that man on my screen.
They seem to be pushing him a lot recently. He didn't win the title. He did face for the title. He didn't win the title, but he'll make his way back up.
Devin, reach out to us at unpopularreview@gmail.com and we can get connected. Love to have more hosts, so join it.
No comment.
No comment. But after that wonderful match, we had Renee backstage again with the Murder Machines. This was interesting. They called out the Hurt Syndicate because of last week. Shay, what happened? I hope you feel better. So Renee's back there with the Murder Machines. And
we see each other, Jeffrey.
Yes. They are calling them out for their tag team titles. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be on Collision on Saturday if you guys want to check those out.
What's
Devin's
Collision?
calling you out.
What's Collision?
Collision? I know. It's
What's
the
Collision?
backup show if you can't get other shows on Saturday.
Oh,
You
oh, you mean
completely are not done.
you mean like motocross or NASCAR or anything else on
Everything
Saturday
else.
night? Yeah,
I don't even
You
know
have
that
no
motocross
life.
actually have
hockey,
are actually quite popular.
Yeah.
collision. Have you checked the numbers lately, Sheriff? I
I
have.
said
Not
motocross
great.
and NASCAR.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. They have
But
been
Hey,
collision
rising,
when
and
too.
was
like
last
collision
weekend?
I
has
didn't know the
been,
last collision
you
was
know,
actually Grand Slam.
Well,
you're
AKA.
you're right. It
Um,
was, and the numbers were still bad. So yeah,
Shocker.
they have better
Well,
numbers.
after
I'm not
that,
gonna lie, thanks to the All-Star game, but
it wasn't it wasn't bad though.
it was okay. But like you said, it was right after the All-Star game. So
hey, they did that on
You put on
purpose.
a show after
I
the
know they
All Star
did.
game, and then you tell me how many viewers you get.
It
What
looks
Mad
like
Dog?
people dipped off, by the way, and after the first hour. So that
You
just goes
mean
to
every
show
show
people were
ever?
super dead. No, not exactly. I think people actually stayed. I mean, look, I stayed till 2 hours for SmackDown when I was there in Madison Square Garden. So people do stay. I stayed for main event Jey Uso actually. Was supposed to be Priest, but he canceled. But yeah, WWE. Yeah, I watch it till the end. AEW, I watch Dynamite till the end and don't watch Collision. So
Shocker, not shocked, Mad Dog. Well, you know what? They had news tonight. They had news that was Double or Nothing is being removed from Vegas. We can talk about this, guys. To Phoenix, Arizona, where this Dynamite was
Glendale,
being taped tonight.
I believe it's
So
Glendale, Arizona, right? It's
yeah, they
Glendale.
said Glendale, but then the promo says Phoenix. So I
Oh,
don't know.
okay, interesting. Because the social media post said Glendale this morning. That's
Yeah,
weird.
and that's what they
Weird.
said. But the big post they put up says
Okay,
Phoenix, Arizona.
we'll look that up.
So
You just keep
maybe they're
talking.
keeping their options open in case
I don't
they
know.
need a
Or do
smaller
you know
venue.
They
how
need to change
in
arenas again.
do you remember how when
Yeah,
WrestleMania was in New Jersey and they put New Jersey, New York, but it wasn't New York at all? It was really just New Jersey. Maybe it's one of those.
because
Maybe
MetLife
they
No,
think
Stadium.
no,
enough
no, no,
people
no, no,
don't
no,
know
no.
Glendale, so they just put Phoenix.
No, that was a mess up by WWE, and this time they're actually made learn from their mistakes because this time they actually put New Jersey for this year's SummerSlam. I might go, by the way, just letting you ladies know.
Oh, so they
Oh,
didn't try to
very cool.
So trust me, I was very upset about that when I heard about all that. The whole thing. I said no, it's New Jersey, not New York. Now they know New Jersey. Put some respect on the Jersey name, baby. I know I do. Where's this promo?
Hey,
I
I'm a
gotta
Jersey
find it.
baby. I'll take it. Well,
Um,
so if you guys want to go to Phoenix slash Glendale, May 25th is Double or Nothing. We then had a Tony Storm announcement. She was not supposed to be on the card tonight, and they were surprised that she was there, aka they were trying to make it something appealing, but it wasn't. Timeless Tony made her appearance the first time after winning the women's championship from Saturday, the Grand Slam, where she defeated Mariah May, and she had a little bit of a speech to say about it. Some sexual content speech. She had some plugs for her movie. She had some people called out. Women wrestlers called out as competitors and mentors, like Kris Statlander, Nightingale. It was quite a speech. So, what did you guys think about the speech?
So it is called Queen of the Ring, right?
Yes, her movie, and it's coming out at some point.
oh yeah, I
My
want to see that actually.
my
I was
favorite
telling my
kind of
mom about this.
movie is biopics, so I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, I am
Yeah,
too. After I learned who it was about, I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta go see this movie." So,
absolutely. Super excited for her. A lot of wrestlers are in some movies right now.
yep,
We have MJF in Happy Gilmore. We
yep.
have
It's
Tony
not a
Storm and
movie, but Samoa Joe's
a
in Tokyo
documentary,
Metal.
some kind of video of some sort. Yeah. So good for them. but she did. She had some great comebacks. Devin, I think you are in a long line of other potential men, so good luck with that.
uh,
Um,
Did anybody
yeah.
see the
no, the
Paige
two, yes,
biopic,
that's
Fighting with
right.
My Family? Very good movie. I think The
Yeah,
Rock.
very good movie. Yeah, yeah. I think the
Oh,
Rock executive produced it, by the way. So
Yeah.
wow.
that was about our girl Soraya Knight. She's not around right now.
Oh,
So
she called her out, I believe, as well.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Soraya got called out, or Soraya. I don't know how you say her name. I don't know.
Soraya.
yes.
It's like
Okay, all
after
right.
her
Right.
mom.
I was right. Good, good, good. All those YouTube documentaries finally paid off.
See, there you go. Good job. All right. Well, you know what, guys? We're going to take our first commercial break. We will be right back in just a second. 2 days away. This Saturday coming up after the NBA. Guess who's here, guys? Guess who's here?
Future Fambo. Fambo. The junkie master.
Yep.
Drunk again.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm drinking.
There it is.
Drinking. I'm drinking.
Just in time.
I'm drinking. And you see me heart full. Them heart full like them on the dance I'll get crowd full. And I'm wrong.
Help
There we
me,
go.
guys.
There we
Where's
go.
my girlfriend? There it is. It's Carmen. Hi, Carmen.
Thank you for getting this stream copyrighted. We really do appreciate it.
Right? Oh, that was a very, very difficult show to do.
I'm drinking.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. That show.
So much fun. And
That
then
was a lot of fun.
my power goes out, and I don't even know
Yeah.
what happened the rest of the show. So good luck.
Did your
I'm glad you all.
power go out
It
live?
was fun.
While
was
I was
fun.
live, yes,
I would
it
love to
did.
watch that after
Yeah,
this.
it was
I will
probably
send you that. It's on our channel.
Yo,
Yeah,
Hey,
that was fun.
what's up?
here she comes again, like good man.
Look at all our friends showing up tonight. Oh yeah, no, that go back and watch that show, guys.
Don't you don't.
Well, I mean,
Future Fambo.
Okay,
Go
we
back,
just
guys.
don't want
Watch
to make
it on our
any money
YouTube channel.
don't look at me. I'm not
And
controlling it.
oh man, these boys.
Okay, where were we? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Next, after that, they talk about Collision again. Mad Dog, your favorite show of the week.
Well, what's Collision?
They are
Where's that? Where's that? I never
Collision.
heard of
They're
that.
talking about Gabe
Yeah, they were.
Kidd returning to Collision. Now, I saw a little promo. It made me look him up. He's a badass. So he came from New Japan, and he's gonna give. I hope that he moves up the ranks and maybe fights MJF one day. That'd be pretty cool. He can do that pretty fast. Yep.
It depends,
You're talking
sometimes
about,
they
you're
need
talking
someone on.
about Gabe Kidd, right?
Yes, Gabe Kidd.
Yeah.
So he can't. He's not a newbie to AEW. He's been to Ring of Honor before. He's been
He's done some dark, some dark elevation.
Yeah.
The stuff that they gotten rid of over the years because it didn't work.
No, that is not why Dark went away.
Elevation too. I mean, it's no
They got
longer
more.
here.
They got more television. That's why Dark went away.
But yeah, I like Gabe Kidd, for sure. I don't watch Collision, but maybe I should tune in. He's gonna be there, so now it gives me.
I
reason
mean,
to watch
I
it.
really, like I said, he needs to move up the ranks as fast as possible and get over Dynamite.
Yeah,
and
get
take some
off
these
of
boys
Collision.
out.
When he gets off of Collision, gets on Dynamite, he'll actually, have people watch him.
And he can do it.
I agree.
But he's also still very involved in New Japan. So, I mean, granted, we saw Nightingale tonight next with Renee, and she is also a New Japan girl. So
New
excited to
Japan
see her
girly.
back. So excited to see her back. Yeah, I
That is
think
very
Kenny
true, yep.
Omega, Gabe Kidd has
Yep.
a lot to do with it. They are very close, apparently. So he is
They
bringing
are.
him over.
They are. Yeah.
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 So glad to see that.
He would beat
Jacob,
Jacob.
yeah.
Shay,
Oh,
join us next week. Save us.
Yes.
hey, I didn't think I was that bad. Wow.
I said us.
No.
Us includes you, Mad Dog.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
save us
Thanks.
all.
Yes.
Save us all.
Thanks.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You
So
are part of
Nightingale.
us.
Nightingale is doesn't even let Renee speak. She cuts her off of her intro and calls out the Death Riders. Maria ends up coming over and beating her up, and then you break to the backstage room where they are running through that. Find out is the Death Riders, and they come out and make a little speech about this is his house, this is his people,
Whose
and
house?
then
Moxley's
yeah,
house. Yeah.
Actually,
Moxley's
I was
house.
gonna
Go
say correction.
King.
It's actually Swerve's house, Moxley, but
Well,
I'll let
No,
you.
we'll
not
get to Swerve
anymore. Not
eventually.
anymore.
Yeah.
Jezebel.
Dang it,
Oh,
Jezebel Medina.
Jezebel.
yes.
Uh,
Well, I mean, her husband was on the screen tonight, so I mean, at least they got to rekindle something. But yes, we had them running out. If Moxley lets her, who knows if he's out of her sight. We have uh Moxley running through the stands with Cope, who comes out. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Cope doesn't come out first because
no.
Cope's not supposed to be there. But in Mox calls out the boys and who was that? Jay White?
Yep.
Was it Jay
Jay
White?
White.
Yeah, Jay White comes out and distracts them all while Cope comes behind Moxley and just Switchblade Jay White comes out. And then Pat comes out and kind of blocks him on the stage. And then Moxley starts running and it's just a full on stadium chase. Like the cameras couldn't even find him some of the way. And it was interesting. They said that he was running for the doors to go home. Well, Cope pulls out Spike. Spike is running around with them. And it was hilarious. They park to do a video of Cope and they are talking right in front of their uh Cope's biggest fans. Big signs and oh my. Um
Where is Okay, hold on.
Everybody else is like behind the scenes are gone.
There we go.
So,
Where is FTR? And why are they not helping their friend?
They're doing a lot of hurricane work right now. Down there
hey,
in
there.
North and South
Thank you.
Carolina. They're doing a lot
Oh,
of good
so
work for the charity. That was real. Everything, they said about
yeah.
Asheville, North Carolina, and South Carolina, all that area, East Tennessee. They've been on the ground working every day with normal people,
Good for them.
contractors. That's real. And AEW, I think, donated like $1 million or something to relief to help
Wow.
them out too. So that is totally real, and that's
That
where
return
FTR's
was like
in.
a one-time thing, at least for now.
I don't know how long it's gonna be. I heard
Because I
one
think
of them might
that
have
was
been hurt, but
was that Fight for the Fallen?
that
Where
was
they
Fight for
that
the
was
Fallen. That's right. Yep,
okay.
that was Fight for the
They
Fallen. They did
came
that
back the
Nashville.
night
Yep.
they came back the
Yep.
night that actually hurricane came through North Carolina. And I won't forget that because that was
They care about that
it was
area
the
a lot.
Salem. Yeah, it was the Salem Dynamite show.
Yeah.
And yeah, North Carolina, Tennessee, upper parts of South Carolina just got destroyed. It'll never be the same. They were unprepared tremendously. And I live in North Carolina, and the roads are
Oh
still
my
blocked.
goodness.
Yeah, I believe it.
Sorry.
Yep. Yep.
Devin, cut it out.
So we are happy to see that AEW is helping the community through FDR.
Right.
So thank you very much. But next we have Renee once again with
Remarkable
the
Renee. Remarkable Renee.
remarkable
You gotta say the full name, or else it
Renee.
doesn't.
Yep. Yeah, you go right ahead. You want to talk about this one, Mad Dog?
Sure.
The CEO, the
Renee,
four belt Monet.
Oh.
you mean the greatest women's champion in AEW history. Katie,
Yeah,
the
what happened?
CEO.
Well, she's never actually been women's champion in AEW.
Well, what are you talking about? She's TBS champion, and she's got 4 belts. And good old Renee just had to surprise our CEO. CEO. Yes, we're gonna get copyrighted. I feel bad for the executive consultant, but honestly, I don't care. CEO. CEO. Okay, so anyway, so CEO, she gets surprised, attacked by this promo that goes to, I don't know how you say her name, but they had a promo after the Ring of Honor show. What? How do you go? How do you say? What's her name's name?
Momo?
Is
Momo?
it? No, not
Momo
no.
Watami? Are you talking about Watami? The last name?
Marine. No, I don't
Oh,
know how
Marina
you say.
Shafir.
No, not Maria Shavir. The one that she's going to face. Who was it?
Momo.
Is it
Momo
Momo?
Watami.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Saying that she won this tournament or whatever, and she's going to go after, Mercedes. So we already
Oh, I
know who's
should
going
have
to
done
win
that.
the match. At Revolution, it's going to be Mercedes
Going
Mono,
after her
not
TBS
Momo.
title.
Yes.
So,
I said
so we
Watami. I
already
think it's
know.
Watanabe, but yeah.
Look, man, I really thought
I
Britt
wasn't
Baker was
attempting
coming
that.
back tonight, and she just didn't yet. I'm just waiting for that match. Britt Baker, Mercedes Monet, Double or Nothing. I guess now Phoenix or Glenda, where they're having this thing. But yeah, it was. I want to see Britt Baker and Mercedes. I think that's
Well,
going to be
Britt
the
Baker
money
just
match,
finished
or maybe
another
all.
movie or something.
Who? Oh, Britt
She,
Baker. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
not using her for multiple reasons. I'm not even going into why, but I
oh,
hope she comes
you know
back.
that breaks my
Um,
heart because I'm a believer in Bray. Even when people was
yeah.
turning into haters, even when y'all folded like laundry on my girl, that's still I think the heart and soul of the AEW women's division. Well, no, actually now it's kind of Toni Storm, but I think she's the. If I think like AEW women, I do think like Britt Baker, or at least I used to. So it sucks that they can't really use her now.
Use
Tell
Double or
everybody,
Nothing.
sorry I'm late. Don't be sorry, be better. Just kidding. Welcome. Thank
But
you,
yeah,
Shay. Yes, I'm Team Brit too. I like her. Y'all was hating.
I
I,
am too. Yep.
I never said I was.
Period.
I said I want to see the match. I think she's the only
Yeah.
one who actually has a chance to beat Mercedes Romano. So, and
There you
that's how I
go.
feel right now.
Well,
She's
you know
taken down
what? One of
everybody. I mean,
Monet's another person who had her fight with Monet was Kris Statlander, and tonight she had to fight the beautiful Miss Bain. Is that right?
Megan Bain.
Yep, Megan Bain. This was a super exciting match. I was very excited to see it. There were so many German suplexes being thrown around. These girls are strong. These girls are so strong. Kris Statlander is an amazing wrestler. Very excited to see her still holding strong. Um, there was a lot of pop-ups by Penelope Ford. She came in to help Morgan and caused her to win against Kris Statlander. And then after the match, after the bell, everything, Penelope Ford comes out to attack Kris Statlander. What was the point of that? I don't know. The ref didn't get involved. But she
Just
then,
because she felt like doing it.
just because, yeah, she wanted to be a
yeah,
bully, and we aren't about that here at UPR. But that's okay because Kris Statlander has some wonderful friends, and Thunder Rosa came out, and
yay, woo!
yes, I was
Sorry, I'm a
glad to
big fan of
see
her. A big
her.
fan of her, as
We
you ladies
stand
know.
Thunder Rosa.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes.
Hmm.
I met
I
her
am
actually
very
once.
excited to see that.
I like Megan Bain. Megan Bain also,
She's
she has a
beautiful.
fan in Kendra Lust, if you guys know who that is.
I do actually.
Yep.
Why did
I
I know
do.
you? Did
Because
you
I'm
see
not
the wait? Did you see the
wrestling.
tweet that I'm talking about?
I did see the
Yeah,
tweet
yeah,
you're
yeah.
Of
talking
course
about,
he
and
did.
it's a
It's Mad
PG
Dog.
show, so we're not going to say it on the air. But I did see what you were referring to,
That was
and
funny.
yeah, I'm going to keep it at that. Yes, yeah, it was funny. I love Megan Bano. She's great. Oh my god. I got to meet her up here on Indie Show right before she signed with AEW. I'm so glad I did now because same thing with Thunder Rosa, right? They all get signed, and it's just crazy to see it, man. It's like you'll see them in a show here or there, right? And then all of a sudden you'll see them on your TV and you're just like, oh my god, it's crazy. They're in the company now. It's just wild. I love this whole match, really. They're both very talented, and Thunder Rosa always coming out to save the day. Yeah, sign me up. I just want more of her on my TV every week. So,
Bro, the chat was vibing and then boom.
all the whackness. Well, I mean, sometimes it's whack. I mean, you got Adam Copeland in
That's
there.
Sasha
He's
talk
kind of
going on
whack.
right now.
We've moved
That's
on
because
from
we
Miss
know
Sasha
Sasha
Banks.
in this show. It's all about Mercedes.
Not such a bad. Okay, so Mercedes Mono right now has 4 belts. Let's talk about this. She's 4 belt Banks again, but she's not Banks anymore. She's
Thanks,
actually
PC.
Mercedes
Thanks.
Monet, right? So now our girl Mercedes actually has a puppet. A lot of people say they should actually put more of those online. I hope they do because I think Jeffrey said earlier in the show that they should sell more of those. I think they should because it's a lot of merchandise. He said, "You are welcome. No problem. I'm kind of a Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné encyclopedia up here. I can't wait for her to retain her title at Revolution. I'm gonna make an early prediction, by the way.
Callie, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining.
It's whack, period.
Katie, you're funny.
But
Well, guess what?
yes,
We have
see,
Renee
we need
again.
we need gifts of all of the Mad Dog dances.
Oh,
yes,
well,
yes, we do.
We
Yes,
need
we do. We
Swerve.
don't
need to make
worry.
a
We got
compilation.
it.
There we go. There we go.
Whoop,
There you
whoop,
go.
whoop.
Here we
I
go.
was going to save that
I'm in
for a
my
second, but
in
we
my
got it.
Kenny Omega shirt that night. See, I'm rocking the Kenny Omega. See, I'm repping
There
your
you
boy. Don't worry, I got you.
Well, you guys have to tell me about this next Renee interview. This is with the U.S. Best Wrestler, who I think it's the guy from the Acclaim, right?
You're talking about Max Caster, yeah.
Max
He's the
Caster.
best wrestler in the world. How could you forget? How could
No,
you
he's not.
do this?
No, he's not.
I'm
That's
so
not.
Hey,
sorry.
what is that supposed to mean, Chris?
Uh, my mom was born in Brooklyn. I've been there. Uh,
There you
that
go.
that
Max
he's
Caster. Thank you.
oh no, he did pretty
You
good
know
the other
what? You
night.
know what, guys? Devin is absolutely right. Next week I won't be here. Devin's gonna take my place.
Why?
What?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Max
Wow.
Caster gave me a stomach ache. Mad Dog
That's
or
wrong.
Fat
That's
Dad
our
Jack.
life. Gave me a stomach ache. See, how is he the best wrestler?
I don't know. I think it's
Because being the
Jericho is
best
better
is a
than
state of
him,
mind, okay?
Sheriff.
It's a state of mind.
Oh, state of mind.
Okay.
Like
Like
oh
CM
getting
Punk
Lord.
tired on your
Usman,
day
who
off.
is the best in the world, by the way. And he was the best in the world in AEW and still the best in the world in the other company, too. Best in the world, CM
Yeah.
Punk.
Yeah. Well, he came on, and then we have Ricochet.
Oh,
Ricochet
man.
looks. I forgot to really check this before the show started. I wanted to find a picture of the guy from what is that show called with the turtleneck. He's got his own dance. The Philadelphia show. Not Philadelphia
Oh, Always
show.
Sunny in
That's what I got
What?
Philadelphia.
mad.
Yeah, right? Is
Yeah.
that the show? Yeah, Always Sunny in
Um,
Philadelphia.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air. The Carlston.
Oh, Fresh Prince
That's
of
what he
Bel-Air.
Oh,
looks
Okay,
like.
you're getting me so
oh,
confused
Carlton.
here. There's two.
Yeah, sorry.
Like
The
this.
Carlton,
He
yes,
100%
yes,
the
yes.
Carlton. Yes.
It's not
I'm so glad
over.
everybody got what I was saying there. I got the vibe.
Glad he
But
said
he
something.
pulled the Carlton look tonight, I believe. And then he just came out with blah, 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 blah talk. Yeah,
What?
I thought I was sitting here
No.
on, really, really.
Yes, I told you I've been loving Ricochet ever since this whole heel turn thing. And you know
I
what's
love
crazy
Ricochet too.
about this whole thing is I hated this guy in WWE. I thought he was a mid carder. He comes to AEW. I still thought, okay, he's going to be a mid card. He's going to be a jobber. And at first he was, and then you actually get him on the mic and he starts doing well. And I'm like, and I go back, I watch the promos. You guys know I do all that stuff, and I'm like, I love this guy. This guy's great. This is genius what he's doing. So
he's leaned into it really well. Yeah.
You know, I become a Ricochet believer. He's made me fly over to his thing, just like how he flies in the ring. It's great. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, I want to see him. He needs another fight. He has not had a match in a while. So we'll see what happens. But guess what happens? Surprise, not surprise. We thought Swerve was coming out. His music starts playing, but it was not. Who was it? Who was it, Mad Dog? Who came out? Not Swerve, but Prince Nana.
Swerve when I drive. Swerve when I. We're so gonna be
you know what?
Right?
It's fine. Not yet.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I don't know how to do that, but I'll try. There you go.
All right, cut it before we get in trouble because I'm not editing this.
We gonna play like 20 different copyrighted songs at this point.
I know, right? Oh, it's gonna get worse.
Up in here next time. Get a little, Judas. I'm sorry. Is it Judas? Is it Jesus? I don't know. You know, it's all different. Right, Katie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh man. Prince Nana came out and said that he told Swerve not to show up tonight. We are just going to sit this one out and see what happens. They did not make any comment about Revolution here, but I believe there's going to be something for Ricochet, for sure. So, what do you think, Sheriff?
I agree. I like Ricochet.
Great.
He actually, I think he said in his promo that he is here for gold, which again, something else I like that I've said before. If you're not like so entrenched into a blood feud, which he is, right? What are you fighting for? You should be looking at or thinking about the title or a title. So I like the fact that even though they are, fighting with each other, they haven't lost sight of, I guess, the main prize, which is trying to become a champion in the company. I think it just adds credence to the titles that they have. So yeah, that's something that I like.
Well, it was a great little promo there, but you know what, guys? We have to do one more commercial real quick, and then then we'll get to the main card event.
Well, first of all, I ever see Coasty and Xavier come out there again, we do not need to see y'all hips. Like, we do not need to see y'all fucking hips. Like, it's crazy. Like, come on, guys. Like,
the shirts off and the lower jeans.
And the
lower
jeans. Like, look, like they had the D'Angelo video or something. How does it feel? How does it feel?
The women went crazy over that shit. So hey,
they just don't want to make any money on this stream. What the hell?
I know. Those guys are on Rated R Raw on Monday nights, guys. Check them out. But guess what? It is main card event time, and that is between Mr. Strong, I believe, and the one and only Orange Cassidy. He's back, guys. Yeah, that one we maybe get copyright for
Making
love.
no money. Yes.
Orange
Oh,
Cassidy, I'm
wow.
so happy that you are back.
Katie's a
I
fan.
literally just took him out of his box tonight,
Yeah.
guys. He is
He's
back.
brand spanking new, okay?
I
He's
would have
brand
kept
spanking
him in if
new.
I were you, but that's okay.
What'd you say?
I would have kept it in there because I'm an inbox collector, but that's
No,
okay.
no. All my friends are here. They are not in boxes. I have their boxes, but they
Uh,
are not inbox people
uh,
because they're awesome. But Orange Cassidy is back tonight, guys. And this was an amazing match. Amazing match. What did you guys think?
So,
Orange juice. He
Don't
was
don't hold
intimidating.
back your you guys.
Sure.
okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
Orange Cassidy had a pretty long, lengthy title run already.
He did. He did.
Yeah, and he's got another shot. Doesn't mean he's gonna be the champion
Yeah.
again, but
Good.
it wouldn't be I guess a reach to say he's probably the best, like one of the best champions they've had in a while. So if he does go forward and
He's
get it,
very exciting though. I'm glad to
yeah,
have him. So even if
exactly.
he doesn't even
It's
go for a
it's been
run,
a good
I'm glad to
minute,
have him.
enough for it to feel fresh again. But if
Right.
someone were to say it's a bit of a fatigue, I would still understand it. But when you take time away and then you come back, you kind of have the luxury of hopping back into things at the top. What say you,
Right.
Mad Dog?
Yeah,
Yep.
so I just did some research here. Katie's boy Orange Cassidy had the international. Sorry, they keep on they always change it. Championship that lasted 326 days, making it the longest title reign in the history for the of his AEW. He became a two-time champion, and his combined total reign lasted for 470 days. So that's a really long time. And back then, I hated this dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, ladies. I didn't like him at all back then because we just saw him all the time, and I was just like, enough is enough. But when
Sure.
once again I saw him live at the Collision, which yes, I actually went to a Collision show. CM Punk was there. Hint, hint. When Collision was actually good. Like I said, he was great. I was like, oh my God, this guy can wrestle. This guy's awesome in the ring. And I texted my other buddies and I said, this guy's really good. And then we're like, duh. And I was like, well, since that kind of shut up, and tonight's match was great. Honestly, another fire match. He had, this match was a banger, man. Wow. Yeah, I loved it. I'm glad he won. I'm glad Orange Cassidy won. Deserves it a lot more. But yeah, this match was great. Overall, yeah.
Well, now he gets
By the
to
way, I'll
compete
say that
next week.
OC is cemented as like a main eventer. They
Hey man,
clearly.
I just bought a T-shirt of his now, so I'm a full-fledged fan. There you go.
Sorry,
Wow.
Cactus Katie, I
Very
didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, I was just going to say he gets to now compete next week. We will see him again against Takeshita for a run. So, very excited for that.
I feel kind of bad for Roddy though, right? Roddy's down on his luck. He loses the match, and but you know what though? It was because of
He
Adam
gets to
Cole.
hang out with his wife at work. He'll be okay.
Yeah, yes, and it was because of Adam Cole in the man bun. I'm just gonna blame everything on the man bun tonight. So that's how we're gonna
That's
do
fair.
this. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, Tony Shapiro comes out to talk about the match with Orange Cassidy, and then unfortunately, Orange Cassidy gets interrupted with the music of Don Callis. So this is a brutal situation for Orange Cassidy. He
Who?
gets
Jeffrey, I think that Takeshita retains, but
Oh yeah, you're talking about we're Takeshita will
yeah, he said
retain.
who wins the international
Who
championship.
came out? Tony Shapiro.
Don Callis.
No, who's Tony Shapiro?
Uh,
Let's see who Tony Shapiro. Who is that? Who?
what was his name? Who's the guy that came out to talk to Orange Cassidy?
Do you guys talk about Tony Schiavone, one of the greatest ring announcers
Oh,
of our generations, besides Michael freaking Cole? Yeah. By
okay.
the way, he
Yeah, that's
resigned.
what
By
I'm
the way,
talking about.
happy good for Michael Cole for resign. Greckles. Here he is,
Freckles
Yeah,
Sensei.
and
I know.
he knows all about that. Tony Schiavone and Michael Cole, greatest ring announcers of all time.
Tony
Besides
Schiavone. That's what it is. Tony Schiavone.
Sting. Oh man, you gotta go back. Watch that old WCW stuff. I know I have many times. Oh man, I miss
Well,
the I miss Sting. I
they,
miss Sting,
the
man.
Don Callis
Come
family
back.
is
Come
beating
back.
up on Orange Cassidy, and Kenny Omega was not going to have that. So he comes running out and saves them as much as he can, but it was just a lot. It was a lot for the end. That's uncomfortable, and I don't like it. I think they would have had a much better ending if they just would have ended
Yeah.
it at the end. Don Callis could have said a few words, whatever, but the amount of violence. We're almost done, guys.
Oh,
Is
you
Uh-oh.
almost
He's
made it.
starting.
You
Uh-oh.
almost made
I
it.
Uh-oh.
know. I
Oh.
know. All right. I know. All right, guys. But before we talk about the news, I want to throw this up here. It is February. UPR loves you guys. If you guys would love this Cope shirt, it's an extra large, by the way. We have a YouTube, UPR, and a Patreon. If you will please join or subscribe to those, we will enter your name to a contest to win the shirt at the end of the month. Thank you. And guess what time it is, guys? It is the news.
Hey guys, what's up?
Give it up for our Matt. Where's our Mad
I don't know
Dog?
where I went, but hi everybody. I have no idea
There
where I
he
went.
is.
There.
Give it up for Mad Dog Kelly.
I hear myself. I don't see myself anywhere. Oh, there I
Oh,
am.
you're
Hi,
right there in the big screen.
everybody. Hi, everybody, including me again. Anyway, right. Wrestling news, we have PW Insider says that Jake Cargill was finally back at the Performance Center. Remember, if everybody who actually watched SmackDown on Friday, I know Sheriff does from time to time. Hopefully, she start watching SmackDown on the weekly. Hopefully, Anyway, like I was saying, she'll be back very soon. So they did that whole thing with her and Bianca. How Liv Morgan and I think it was Raquel Rodriguez ended up attacking Jade. So, hi, Booba, how are you? Because Bad Guy Jackie's kind of my partner in crime, running the UPR Twitter. Shout out to that. Go follow us on there. Me and him run that. I post a lot of wrestling news on there too.
Yes.
Anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to all our social platforms. We'll go over them at the end. And follow me as well. I'll go over at the end too. PW Insider note. Speaking of SmackDown, I see. I love how I do this. I really do. Just like my boy Jericho. Notes that Road Dogg, which by the way, he used to be a tag team back in the day with oh god, who was it? I think it was X-Pac. Yeah, they were X-Pac and all them. Billy Gunn, yup, Billy Gunn, X-Pac, DD, Generation X. He's now actually one of the head writers. He's actually co-writer, and I hope I get this other name here alongside John Kata, I think. I'm not sure you say his last name. I do apologize, but they are the new head writers for SmackDown. So I'm very happy about that. This next one, we broke the news earlier tonight. AEW is heading to, I have it, as Glendale, Arizona, by the way. That's what I read, but I have no idea anymore. Maybe they did change it to Phoenix. Maybe it was a mishap. Oh, okay. I guess Kiki's getting tired here. This one's about Sheriff's Boya over here. Remember Ricky Starks or Ricky Saints? I don't know. Remember Sheriff? He used to be in this company called AEW, and then all of a sudden he moved over to WWE. He said that a bunch of veterans. He quotes a bunch of, there it is, actually. Double or Nothing will be coming from the desert in the Diamond Arena in Glendale, Arizona on Sunday, May 25th. Thank you, EC, for putting that back up. Appreciate it. Like I said, Ricky Saints said a bunch of veterans got in his way in the in the oh God, what was it here? Yeah, in the way of his creative plans in AEW. Now, how true is that? I don't know, but it is very interesting.
Oh, that's a
Not
problem.
used.
Wait,
Um,
I thought you guys were, I thought the rumor was that young guys in AEW didn't want to listen to the veterans. So I guess
I
that
don't
rumor
know.
stemmed from Ricky Starks.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Wow. You mean Ricky Saints? By the way, he officially changed
Oh,
his
you're
name.
right.
If you watch NXT, he changed his name officially. So now he's Ricky Saints. And like I said,
He's from New Orleans, right?
yes, he is. He is from New
So
Orleans, and he
it
talked about
follows.
that. And he wants to hopefully headline because next year they might have, or a couple of years they might have. I think a couple of years they said they might have WrestleMania in New Orleans again in a couple of years.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully, he wants to wrestle there. Okay, it looks like
Tell him these Starks.
this one I'm gonna need our friend EC backstage to put up the picture when he gets it. Triple H has revealed the brand new WWE ID. That's gonna be the new program. He announced it. This whole thing launched back in October. It was a bunch. Nightmare Factory, I think Rikishi's promo. It was kind of all over the place. EC, if you can find the graphic, I sent it to you earlier. Put that up real quick. That'd be great. And look at how shiny these brand new belts are. If not, I'm gonna go into the next thing about my TNA here. There it is. I love these belts. They look amazing,
Oh,
by
these
the
are the
way.
ID belts, right?
That's right. They announced this back in October. Thank you, EC. I appreciate the help there. That's right. These are the new belts. They announced this back in October, and now they're going to be using those belts. I think they look fantastic, by the way.
They're so
Very,
unnecessary.
very fantastic. So,
They're
Chris
different
Jericho,
for sure.
there you go. I'm with Devin on that. Chris Jericho all the way. Absolutely. That's
Oh
where I
my
got
God.
it from. Anyway, moving on here, TNA, which is going to be the second best company. If it's not
False.
yet it will
False.
be because the Hardys are going over there next week to NXT.
Oh, congratulations.
They are returning to Las Vegas, the WrestleMania weekend. Just for Sheriff's recollection, that will be on April 17th
Ha
at
ha!
the
Eat that
Cox
joke.
Pavilion located at the campus of the UNLV. So I'm
My dad went there.
very, very excited for this because they're TNA. Remember, AEW, they packed up. They didn't want to do in Vegas. They WWE weekend. They're like, no, we're not gonna do anything, WrestleMania weekend. We're gonna, go elsewhere that weekend. So TNA's like, we're gonna move in. And I can't wait to see this because we're gonna get
As if,
some you know, we're gonna see WWE. It's crossing over.
as if TNA had a choice.
Crossing over.
They
TNA,
are baby E now.
wait, Sheriff.
They're
Once
baby E. You know what? They got life. They got life.
as I reported, TNA got not even revived. They revamped themselves, right? I do want to make this very clear. And WWE caught wind of this. Said, this might work. This is going to work. We should partner with these guys. And now, biggest thing in the world. It was actually trending the other night when Jordana Grace came on NXT. It was trending. So I know I look at all the trends. Anyway, so former women's tag team champions here, the Iconics, will be in Vegas for WrestleMania weekend. They're actually going to have a match with Nicole Matthews and Kylie Ray. So I'm actually very excited about this.
Ooh.
Here is I'm so happy for this because I just met these guys a couple weeks ago over here. Wrestling Collector, shout out to him, Tommy Ferrero, great guy. He runs a great shop up here, North Jersey, up here. If you guys ever want to check it out or ever come up this way, go check that out. Great shop up there, Wrestling Collector. He had Demolition a couple weeks ago, and I met them, and now they might be talking about the Hall of Fame. So they just signed again a Legends contract, and now they might be getting into the Hall of Fame, and I say they definitely deserve it. And they said they would definitely they would take it if they think, because I asked them, I said, you guys should have already been in there. You guys weren't. So I hope they do. I do hope they push this. I do. I want to see Demolition in there already. Besides Triple H, who just not even think he should be even in there yet. I mean, just putting your own self in the Hall of Fame, but not Demolition. It's just crazy. But that's all I have this week, ladies. That's all I have. Thank you so
Well,
much.
awesome. Well, we always enjoy our news from the Mad Dog, Kelly, the news guy. Thank you so much,
I think
Bill
he just
Goldberg.
everybody.
doesn't he just
Goldberg,
like to be
Goldberg's in the
referred
Hall of
to
Fame, right?
as
Yes.
doesn't he
I
like
think
to just be referred to as Goldberg?
Goldberg? I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's say the Bill
I
part. I
don't
remember
know.
that was a thing that Brett used to do. He used to be like Bill Goldberg.
Yeah. Mad Dog, have you watched? Yes, I actually have watched the Legends show. I really do dig it. I hope it does get a better, because I did start dozing off towards like the end of the show. But I do like the concept of it. I think it is cool. They got mentors, and I think it's really neat. I think it's a neat little concept they're doing. It seems like they want to bring the fans, right? This is what they want us to do. They want, us fans to kind of realize what these trainees have to go to. This is the ID program. This is the whole thing with the Legends Future Greats thing. I think we're getting finally a glimpse, something that fans have been asking for a really long time. I'm
They
glad
had
we're
you pulling the Cactus Katie towards the end, right?
a little bit,
Yep.
right? I mean, but it's look, Sharp. It wasn't as boring as Collision, so I'll tell you that.
You didn't watch Collision,
Hey,
though.
I didn't yawn. I didn't
I'm
yawn.
so
I'm awake.
Cactus Katie said, first of all, I'm innocent, okay?
actually, Sharp, I did watch Collision. Collision was Grand Slam, and I did end up watching that, and most of that was a snooze, except for the main event. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't believe you just did this. I can't believe you've done this, Mad Dog.
Demolition not in the Hall of
All
Fame.
right, guys.
I agree.
Before I
Absolutely agree.
fall asleep on this show, I am going to show you guys what other shows we have here on UPR. Ooh, we got something for everybody. We have the Mike Knox Show on Mondays at 6. We have Raw Rated R with EC and Steve and maybe another guest, I'm not sure, on Mondays after Raw. And then we have NXT on Tuesdays with the Wrestling Doll and two other guys. I forgot who it was.
Great Hoopa bad guy Jack, and I believe I thought it was
Okay, there's
Freckles.
both of those
Maybe
guys.
they changed that. I don't know.
And then we have Wednesday night, which is us. And then we have on Saturday the awesome SmackDown Penetration Mary. I know I combined the two. I know, bad guy Jack. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
The other guys. Hey, babe, don't worry, Hoopa. I got you, my man. I shouted you out. I also shouted out your boy Freckles. So I got you guys. I know everybody's names by now. I have a
Freckles
list.
and Bad Daddy Jack.
So
Ladies
I have a
and
list down
friends.
here. I have a whole
Mad Dog
list.
too. Mad Dog too.
Thank you. The other guys. Yes, I'm going to remember that for next.
Or I
time.
guess you can count as honorary ladies. That's for today.
That's right.
Thank you. I'm honored. As long as you ladies agree, I'm calling the man bun didn't work out, then we're all on the same page. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't grow, as long as you do not grow a man bun, we'll be okay.
Hey,
So,
like I said, Chris Jericho and Big Bill can rock it. Adam Copeland can rock it, and then so can my Brian Danielson. But once again, Adam Cole cannot. Oh my gosh, no way.
Adam
No.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to sign off here. Thank you all for the amazing chats we had tonight. The viewers were awesome. And we will see you guys next week. Good night.
Bye, guys.